Oh, now we're live. That's right. Here we are, first period at Mid-Isle Matrix versus the Kings County Kings. Just one face-off miss. The score is 0-0. And we've got Corbett and Trivers out here with the Carter, Fraser, and Marshall line up against the Kings County Kings. In the first period, welcome. And here comes the Kings. That will be offside as Carter forces them at the line. So we're here in Kensington at the Credit Union Center, not to be confused with Credit Union Place. But we had some technical difficulties early, but here they go. Fraser pushes that one ahead. He's got the puck, he's moving into the zone. Carter chasing it down now, and the Kings County goes. He gets it deep. Kings County looking to go behind the net. Fraser stops him. Here comes Carter against the boards. Kings County moving it out. Carter gets it from him. Carter trying to take it. He gets it knocked away. Trivers with the shot. Carter behind the net, looking to try to get it to Fraser. That was broken up. Kings County tries to get it down. Trivers at the line, tries to fire one, and that was blocked. There's Marshall now trying to get it on net. He's battling in the corner. And here comes Fraser back around. He finds Corbett in front of the net. With the backhand, and that was a save. Corbett now behind the net. And it's over to Marshall. Marshall trying to get it out front. Nobody there. Kings County trying to clear the puck. Fraser is forechecking him. It's out. Corbett will clear that deep into the Kings zone and go for a change. We've got the McEwen, Surratt, Howitt line on now. Kings County clears it down with Martin and Vermont on defense. And that will be an ice against Kings County here in the first period. 13 minutes left. The game is barely underway. Some good chances for the Matrix on that last shift. They're pressing hard. Howitt's going to look to win the draw. Back to Martin. And that was the Kings County gets it deep in their zone. McEwen battling with Howitt. Howitt now battling for it. Here comes Kings out of their zone. Red on him. Back to Martin. Martin stops them at the line. Martin with the puck now. Skating up. He's looking across to Surratt. Surratt now with a shot right on, and that will be a save by the Kings goalie. So just wanted to take a moment as well to thank our sponsors. Kino Fuels since 1982, delivering fuel in Middle Isle, Prince Edward Island. That was back now to Vermont. Vermont put it in deep. Here's McEwen now in the corner. McEwen looking to get it back behind the net. Howitt's there with him. Kings up the boards. Kings looking to clear it now. Here they come out of the zone. Martin looking to stop them up. And he does. He stops them at the line. They got it down a little bit deeper now. Surratt tried to put that up the boards. Now Martin battling for it in the corner. McEwen is right there as well. Kings now working it around behind the net. Howitt on him. Howitt now in the corner with the puck up to Surratt. Surratt looking to flip it by. Kings keep it in. Kings back down in the corner. Vermont checking him. Kings looking to get it. Howitt steals the puck. Howitt now trying to carry it out. He's checked. Back into the corner they go. Howitt on him. And that's Vermont putting it around the net to McEwen. McEwen out to Martin jumping into the play. Martin now. Oh, he's checked off the puck. Here comes the Kings down into the end. Bullpit looking for the shot. That one's blocked. We've got Fraser up to McDonald. McDonald now looking across. McDonald carrying the puck in. McDonald getting it deep. He's checked behind the net. Kings looking to get it out. McDonald's right on him. They reverse it. Here comes Phillip now, deep into his zone. Getting that around just past Fraser's stick. Over to Toombs now in the corners. Toombs, he puts that back to Fraser. The Kings take that away. Kings now looking to move it up the boards. There's Kings breaking out. Phillips on his man. That's off his skate down into the Matrix end. Here comes James now in the corner with the puck. Looking to get it out, and it's deflected out of the zone. Here we go. McDonald chasing him down now. Kings looking to work it around. Toombs forechecking, and he keeps it in. Steals that away. Battle on the board. Here comes Fraser now. Fraser looking to get it in, keep it in the zone. They're battling along the boards, Toombs and Fraser. And the puck is whistled down, frozen on the boards. The score, as you can see, hopefully at the bottom of the feed, is 0-0 here in the first period. 10 minutes and 37 seconds left. We've got the Corbett, Trivers, Carter, Howitt, Marshall line on now. Carter looking to go deep. He's forechecking hard. Carter back to Howitt. Howitt takes a quick shot just to the side of the net. Howitt behind the net now. Howitt chasing it in the corner. Howitt looking back behind the net. Here comes Carter in after it. Carter trying to put it past that Kings player. Here's Howitt. Howitt back into the corner. And that's up off the boards. Marshall fighting for it there. Howitt puts it deep in the zone. And we've got Marshall and Carter forechecking. Howitt intercepts that pass at the line. Keeping it in. Howitt over to Marshall. Marshall deflects that at the net. And the Kings clear it down. It's Corbett now going back. We'll see a full line change. So the Matrix are going with 2 centers and 3 sets of wingers tonight, with their leading scorer Jake Kelly out with a fractured collarbone. And he's of course the centerman, so they're going with 2 centers, Fraser and Howitt tonight. Here's Fraser between Commune and Surrett, with Martin and Vermont on defense. McEwen now at the side. McEwen with the puck. He's checked. And here comes Kings looking to clear it. Fraser knocks that one down. Fraser over to Surrett. Surrett with the shot just over the net. Martin keeps that in. Martin tries to fire it in. That's blocked by the Kings. Martin fighting for it. He's still in, trying to keep it in. And Martin does. He keeps it in. It's deep in the corner. There he goes, looking. He's in front. Shot. And that's a nice save by the Kings goalie. Fraser puts that back in front. Back to Vermont. Vermont with the shot, just wide. Surrett now in the corner. Back to Vermont. Vermont back to Surrett. Surrett now looking over to Fraser. Fraser in front. Nobody could knock that one in, and it clears the zone. Martin back for it now. Martin looking around. Up the boards to McEwen. McEwen on the boards, carrying it in. He's got it. He's got it. Back over to Vermont on defense. Vermont now skating it up. Just past Surrett into the zone. Surrett with the puck now. Surrett in front of the net with a backhander. That's on the goalie. And McEwen was on the doorstep. Almost put that one in. Martin now with a quick slapper. Kings knock that one down, and they're trying to come out, but checked by Howitt. And that puck is out over the line. Here comes McEwen chasing him down. Kings dump it deep. James is on the puck in the corner. He's looking around. He passes that around to Martin. Martin now looking up, and he'll go cross ice past the Toombs, just off his stick. Toombs now chasing it down inside the Kings County line. Toombs behind the net. Forechecking, McDonald with him. Here we have McDonald battling along the boards. Howitt in to help him. Puck squirts loose. Kings are picking it up. Howitt forechecking. Kings now back behind that. Howitt gets the puck. Howitt now, quick pass out to Toombs. Toombs just couldn't quite get the shot off in time. Kings now coming out of the zone. Phillips and James back. Kings looking, and that was a fan shot. Now Phillips on the puck. And here's James stepping out to stop that attempt. James now battling in the corner. That's over to Marshall. Marshall tried to flip it up the boards. Intercepted. Kings behind the net. Looking. James is on him. James with the puck. Over to Toombs. Toombs trying to get it out, and he does. Down the ice. Going for a change. Kings now. Cross ice pass. That's past him, but Phillips knocks it down. Phillips passes it back to James. James circling behind his own net. Looking to set up a play. Up to Phillips. Phillips now tried to get that one up to Carter. Just by him. Icing waved off as Kings skate back deep in their own end. Over to Carter. Carter now behind the net to Fraser. Fraser out in front. No one can knock that down. Corbett looking to keep that one in, and he does. Over to Fraser just puts that one off the board. So Marshall, just off the post. Phillips now keeps that one in. Carter down deep to Fraser. Fraser now. He runs into the Kings player, battling for the puck. Carter in there deep. Just skirts past Fraser. Kings along the boards. That was over to Phillips, just off his stick, and that's down the ice. That will be called no icing. Corbett back to get the puck for the Matrix. Corbett now behind the net, looking to do a breakout. He goes to the right side of the goalie. Knocked down by Kings, and it's a good chance in front. Great save by Jack Clove. And the Kings County dump it deep. Trivers falling in front of the net. Corbett now, and Surratt on the puck. Surratt now behind the net. Surratt looking behind the net. Over to Howitt. Howitt with looking to get that out now, and he does. Kings now trying to come back in. Over to McEwen. McEwen gets that. McEwen puts it deep into the zone. Surratt chasing it down. Kings now coming around their net, looking to break it out. Over to Morrison, just past McEwen's stick. McEwen got a piece of that. Over to Corbett. Corbett dumps it in. Here we have Morrison putting it out to the Kings, breaking up the ice. McEwen and Surratt on him. Corbett and Trivers stop him up now. Here comes McEwen down the ice to Howitt. Howitt now loses it at the line, and that one's just out. Here comes Trivers across to get that. Trivers with the puck, carrying it back into his own end. Trivers now back behind the net as the Matrix forward change. Trivers now carrying it out of his own. Looking to Toombs. Toombs now. Toombs heading in. Toombs over to McEwen. McEwen in, looking to get backhand in front. He's got it behind the net. Over to Trivers. Trivers in there now. Trivers with the shot. Just off the goaltender. Over to Toombs. Toombs now deep inside. There's a delayed penalty call against the Kings. That's coming out. That's kept in by Trivers. Trivers fires it. And that will be stopped by the Kings goalie. And we've got a hooking call against the Kings. The Matrix will go to their first power play.
Winning number of the 50-50 is 2120705. Last four digits are 0705. Winner can come to the 50-50 booth. The collector wins.
If you were involved with the 50-50, the winning number was 2120705 here at the Credit Union Center in Kensington. The Kings win that draw as they clear the zone with Martin and Vermont, Toombs and McDonald and Fraser on the power play for the Matrix. That one was up to McDonald by him. That one's put in, delayed offside. Here comes Martin with the puck now, looking across the ice. That's over to Toombs. That's just up ahead of Fraser, and that's deep in the zone now. The Kings looking to kill off this penalty. There's McDonald forechecking well. McDonald in there, battling hard. There's Martin now with the shot. Over to Fraser in front of the net. He looked to deflect it. Kings now trying to get it down. Martin keeps that one in at the line. And he fires it. That one's deflected high over the glass, over the netting even. And then we'll have a face-off inside the Kings end on this Matrix power play with 1 minute 18 seconds left in the penalty to number 11, who's headed to the sin bin for the Kings. Howitt now taking the draw for the Matrix out there with Carter and Marshall. Corbett keeps it in. He's across the Trivers. Trivers now fires it over to Howitt. Oh, that just skipped over his stick. The Kings will clear it down the ice. Hustling now. Trivers in there fighting for it. And it looks like that'll be a penalty against the Matrix. Penalty to Trivers. Number 18. And that he's going to the box for, I'm not sure what the call is. I didn't see the sign from the referee. I don't know if he's going to call it. Any body contact? Anyhow, we're at 4-on-4 hockey here with 55 seconds left in the Kings penalty and 2 minutes left to Trivers for the Matrix. 4-on-4 hockey. Kings behind the Matrix net. Here comes McEwen with the puck. McEwen now up to Surratt. Surratt carrying it in. Surratt looking to get deep. He's got the puck. He stops, tries to get it deep. He's still going in there. McEwen with the puck in behind the net. Looking for someone to pass it. He goes back the other way. McEwen now with the puck. Strong on his stick. Battling with the Kings player. Kings try to get it out. That's kept in by James. James gets it deep. Now Phillips looking to keep that one in. Phillips along the boards. He keeps that one in. Over to Surratt. Surratt now across to McEwen. And that's turned away. Battling in the corner. Here's McEwen with the puck behind the net. And he's going to put it out in front to Phillips. Phillips tried to get that shot. Blocked by the Kings. But Phillips keeps it in. In deep to Surratt now. Surratt behind the net. Surratt gets it back. Looking for McEwen. They're battling hard in there. Here comes the Kings now. But Phillips keeps that one in. And he gets it into the corner. And the Kings, desperate attempt to get that down the ice. The Kings are now officially on the power play. Here comes Phillips over the line with the shot. just almost put that one in on the far side. McDonald forechecking. Matrix on the penalty kill now with the Kings on the power play with about a minute, 5 seconds left in that penalty to Trivers. Here's James. James now clearing that one down. McDonald chasing it in. McDonald with a quick shot on net. And that's stopped by the Kings. The Kings fire that one out. Fraser gets it down. So we've got the Kings on about a 30 seconds left on their power play against the Matrix as they bring it up the ice. And here we have now Fraser getting it down for the Matrix. Matrix doing a good job killing this penalty so far. Here's McDonald, he's battling along the boards with Martin. And Fraser, the Kings get it to Martin. Martin now planned on that one. And Vermont planned on that. But now it's over to Toombs. Toombs looking up the boards. He gets that down the ice. And penalty over, we're at even strength. As the Kings try to regroup, Toombs is in there forechecking through the Matrix. And Howitt got a piece of that one. In the corner, the Kings looking to bring it back behind their net again. Howitt and Toombs chasing him down. He got that pass out. Vermont right there. Bullpit now splits the defense, going in on Clove. And he scores. Bullpit splitting the defense with the deep on Clove, heading to the blocker side. Just slid that one in. And they will score first. 1-0 for the Kings. Let me see if I can adjust this. Just got to adjust that score. There we go. 1-0 King with 1 minute 11 seconds left in the first period. It's been a hard-fought game, but the Kings are now up 1. In there battling hardest Howitt against 2 of them. Carter now helping him out. Here's Trivers keeping it in. Trivers got that strip from him. Carter and Howitt. And that's kept in. There's Marshall. And the Kings trying to put it up the boards, but Howitt is on him. Back to Trivers. Trivers puts it through. That was knocked down. Trivers now keeping that one in. Trivers. And that one's cleared out. Back to Corbett. Corbett looking now. He puts it up the glass. And Carter's on the Kings player. Kings player carrying it into the zone. Puts it back to defense. And Carter was there to get that. Carter now with a 2-on-1 with Fraser. He didn't see Fraser. He shot it up the net. And a good save by the Kings goaltender. And I'm looking across at the Kings County bench, and I see my good friend and colleague Sidney McEwen behind the bench for the Kings County Kings. Both of us, of course, in the Legislative Assembly earlier today. Here we have Phillips and James on defense with Surrett, Fraser, and McEwen up front. And the Kings win that draw. They're coming out working it through. James forcing him to the outside. Kings looking to get back in front. Fraser chips that to the corner. James now up to Surrett. Surrett trying to go across to McEwen. And that will end the first period of play. After the first period of play, the score is Kings 1, Matrix 0. So the Matrix will have to regroup here as we go into the second period. So we're just at that first period intermission as I change the score on my camera here. Now, I wanted to say a big thank you to our sponsors this year. And we've got Tino Fuels, who's the Jersey sponsor and main sponsor of the U13AAA Mid-Isle Matrix out of Northwest Dakota, serving your fuel needs since 1982. Here, Mid-Isle Matrix, starting the second period. And here comes Kings now. James has their number. He blocks that shot. Good play by James. McEwen now against the boards. He flips it up. Kings try to put that in. Phillips now back behind the net. Phillips flips it up, and that's just past Surratt. And Kings managed to keep that in. Kings with the shot. And close on that one. James now looking to battle behind the net. That's out to Surratt. Surratt with some time here. Carrying it up. He's looking to get it deep, and he does. He's carrying it deep in the zone. Out in front, no one there. Here comes Kings now. Up the boards. Fraser with it. Fraser back off the boards. Kings putting it up. And it's over to James. And there was a whistle on that play. Looks like that was just offside as the Kings were changing inside the matrix zone. So out there now, we've got the Toombs, Howitt, Marshall, or McDonald line with Vermont and Martin on defense. Martin now back in the corner. Martin, that's to Howitt. Howitt up to McDonald. Puts that deep. Shot on net. Flo handles that one easily. Martin up the side to McDonald. That's kept in. Battling. It's now back deep. Martin chasing that one down. Martin looking to go up that same side again, but the Kings are there. It's over across the Toombs now. Toombs carrying it out. Toombs backhands it up to Howitt. Howitt carrying it deep into the Kings zone. Howitt circling behind the net. The puck is knocked off his stick, but he's still in there forechecking. He kept the puck. Still keeping it in. They tried to get it out. Martin keeps that in. Fires it. And that one's tipped by Toombs in front. Right up into the top corner. Nice shot from Martin at the net. Tipped by Toombs into the top corner. And that makes it a 1-1 game. Game tied at 1. And a nice shot by Martin and a tip by Toombs, I believe. Right upstairs over the Kings goalie. Here's Marshall now in the corner. Looking to get it in front. Carter there pushing at it. But the Kings goaltender holds on. We've got Trivers and Corbett on defense. And we've got Marshall, Fraser, and Carter for the Matrix, looking for their second goal. Fraser now, back to Corbett. Corbett fires it in, back to Fraser, just puts it wide of the net. There's Carter in there forechecking. Kings coming out with the puck, fires it across. Trivers keeps that one in. Here comes Marshall now. Marshall fires it. Oh, nice save by the Kings goaltender with the big glove hand. Matrix will change it up. We've got Howitt, Surratt, and McEwen with James and Phillips on defense. Howitt looking to win the draw, and he does McEwen. McEwen with a quick snapper at the net, just wide. McEwen and Howitt in there. Here's McEwen with the puck, looking around. He flips that over to Howitt behind the net, just past him. Kings looking now to do something with it, but Howitt and Surratt forechecking. They reverse it around. McEwen back in there. McEwen back to Howitt. Howitt now battling. Over to McEwen. McEwen looking to get out front. He does to Surratt. Surratt tries to get the shot checked by the Kings player. Kings moving it out now. There's Bullpit carrying the puck with 1 goal on the day. He passes that over the line. James on him. Fire. That's off the goalpost. Lowe's best friend tonight is Howitt getting that out. Here comes McEwen now. McEwen carrying the puck up. McEwen looking to get it deep in the zone. He does. Loses it. Howitt forechecking. Here comes the Kings. Phillip is on him. Phillip now with the puck. Carrying it. He puts it behind the net to James. James now with the puck. Back around to McEwen. McEwen over to Phillips. Phillips back around. And it looks like Surratt will come in to pick that one up. Surratt now looking to carry that one out. He passes that one up to Fraser just over his stick. McEwen forechecking hard. And he gets that puck. McEwen really chasing him down. That's around the boards. And there's a change. Toombs on now. And there's Fraser and Phillips. And 2 minutes body contact coming up. I didn't see against 2. 2 minutes body contact against. Nobody seems to know who the penalty is against. 2 minutes body contact. Doyle will go off, number 25 for the game. So the Matrix on their second power play of the game. The last power play was broken up by a penalty to Trivers. Trivers and Corbett, Toombs, Fraser, and McDonald on the power play here for the Matrix, looking to get their second goal of the game. Here's Fraser. And they're battling in there. Kings trying to reverse it around behind the net. Toombs chasing them down. And that was blocked by Toombs, but they still get it out and down the ice. Corbett now chasing it down. Corbett will carry that around the net and out of the zone. Corbett carrying it out, passing it up to McDonald. McDonald over the line, looking to set it up for the Matrix here on the power play. Jack battling in behind the net. And that one spurts loose. Toombs in there to check. He keeps it in. Toombs now back into McDonald. McDonald fires out in front of the net. That's on the back of the net. Knocked off again. That one was put back out front by Fraser. And Kings will bring it down. Corbett now. Corbett fires that over to Trivers, but that was too far wide. Intercepted. Oh, another post for the Kings. Goal was right there. There's Trivers now with the puck, carrying it up. Over to McDonald. McDonald now hitting it, and Marshall with the puck. Oh, he couldn't quite get that puck in. Big shot around, and that's off the glass. Bad bounce, and that's out. Corbett now off the boards. And the Matrix being reminded by their coach they're on the power play. Trivers over to Corbett behind the net. Corbett carrying it up now, looking for someone to pass to. He's checked over to Carter. And here comes Marshall in with the puck. Marshall, Carter, and Howard. Marshall with the shot on net. Just wide in net, I should say. Howard in there. And Marshall. Fight battling. Kings trying to freeze it as they try and kill this penalty. They're battling hard. There's Carter now on him. And they put it around the boards. Trivers now checking him. Trivers gets a piece of that. Over to Marshall. Here comes Howard. Howard in front. Oh, a good try by Howard there on net. Good try. And the score after, well, we're about 9:20 left in the second period. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. The score is 1-1. It's a good hockey game out there. Martin out with Fraser, Surratt, and McEwen. Up off the boards. And Vermont keeps that one in. Here comes the Kings with the puck. Up the boards. Martin's there. He puts it forward over to Fraser. Fraser and McEwen. McEwen checked up the line. Here comes Martin again. He's stopped. And that's back. Just past Vermont. Vermont now deep in his own end. Looking to put it around the boards, and he does. There's Martin now. Looking across over to Surratt. Great pass there. Surratt has that puck. He's carrying it in. Surratt turns around over to McEwen. Full pit now. Up to number 6 for the Kings. And here they are coming in. And the Kings are in tight, battling hard. That one just trickles in for the Kings. With this full pit line, scoring their second goal of the night. The Matrix won't be happy with that. Going down 2-1 with 8 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second period. They changed that score. And there's Phillips back. He chips it up to McDonald. McDonald carrying it in now. McDonald carrying it deep into the Kings zone. He puts it out in front. There's Howitt, almost got a good shot on that there. Toombs now Phillips keeping it in at the line. Flips it over. McDonald going in there. McDonald behind the net. McDonald now looking. That's back to James. James with the shot. That's deflected by Toombs. Toombs now. Toombs with the second goal of the game. He got that puck and made no mistake. Put it inside on the glove side, just about halfway up the post. That ties the game at 2 apiece. Great work by the Matrix there to score that second goal of the game. Matrix will change up. Here comes Marshall, Fraser, and Carter with Trivers and Corbett on defense. And Fraser now battling at center. That's off the referee's skate. Kings come out with it, get it deep. Corbett skating in deep now, over to Trivers. Trivers clears it up the boards, no one there. There's Corbett now, with it in front. Up the boards. Carter tried to flip that one out. Fraser now on him. There's Corbett. Over to Fraser. Fraser, and that's kept in by Kings. Marshall checking on him. Here comes Carter. Carter tries to get it up to Marshall. That was intercepted, but he flipped it up. And they get it deep in the zone. Marshall battling there to get it deep. Now Carter in behind the net. Forechecking. Carter and Fraser forechecking. They're getting that puck deep again. Here comes Carter with the puck. Real battle in the backboards. There's Fraser now battling for the puck. And it's along the boards. And Corbett keeps it in. Carter chips it through. That one was over to Fraser or Marshall, and he just batted it wide. Corbett keeps that one in now. Here comes Fraser into the corner. Kings along the boards. And the Matrix are right on him. Here's Marshall. Marshall looking, he's got that puck. Looking to get in front, and he does just off Corbett. And Fraser looks to go back to Corbett. That intercepted. But Corbett got it back again. And they're in there. Here's McEwen now. And the Kings finally clear the puck. They're coming up. And Clow with a nice save there as the Kings come storming in. And the Matrix defense will change with Martin Vermont coming out for the Matrix. And it looks like Howard is heading to the bench as well. Howard, of course, he and Fraser, the two centermen for the Matrix tonight, with Jake Kelly out. We've got 3 sets of wingers and 2 centers. The score right now is, I believe it's actually 2-2. I didn't change the score, but I believe the score is 2-2, right? 2-2, okay. Let me just change the score. And a good shot by Martin there. 1 assist on the net already. There's Howard behind the net, working it. The score is 2-2, right? Maybe I forgot to put it up. Yeah, okay. There's a shot from Martin. There's Surratt. Howard over to McEwen now. Howard with the puck, and that's back to Martin. Martin shot, almost deflected by Surratt in front. Surratt now battling on the side. That's back to Vermont. Vermont keeps that one in. Just past McEwen. Kings behind the net, trying to get it out. Martin's there. Howard. Here comes King. Vermont speeding back to stop the breakaway. And he does. Great defensive play by Vermont to stop a breakaway. Good back skating. Here's Martin battling along with Howard. Howard and Martin and McEwen. McEwen now with the puck. And Martin with the puck and McEwen. Trying to get over the line. Here comes McEwen. McEwen with the shot. Oh, just off the toe. Toe saved by the Kings. Goaltender. Martin battling along. That one's flipped up high. Phillips back now and Fraser as they strip the puck from the Kings player. Phillips going behind the net. Phillips now circling back the other way behind the net. Looking and looking. He sees Toombs just back behind him, and the Kings do keep it in. Here comes Phillips, looking to clear that. Kings steal that one away. It's back. Big slap shot into the corner, but Phillips is there. Phillips now. And Fraser jumping into the play. Fraser carrying it over the line. Fraser getting it deep, drops it back to Toombs. Toombs with a good shot and a nice blocker save by the Kings goalie. Now Toombs forechecking along with Fraser. Back to James. James with the shot. Fraser almost deflected that one. McDonald now, he's looking to go back to Phillips. Phillips keeps it in. Over to Toombs. And Fraser behind the net. Fraser looking. Fraser circling back. McDonald gets a shot on net. Toombs now in the corner. Toombs with the puck. Battling, that's back to James. James keeps it in over to Toombs. Toombs with the shot. High shot. And off the goaltender of the Kings goalie, but he knocks it down and jumps on it for a whistle. And despite what the score clock says here in the arena, the score is 2-2 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the second period. Yeah, I mentioned him a couple times. Oh, he's a good player. We have Trivers and Corbett out here now with Howard and Marshall and Carter. Trivers reaching for it, getting it deep in the zone behind the net. Howard there chasing it down. Howard now fighting for it. So is Marshall. Here comes the Kings skating out. Carter on him and takes the puck from him. Battling with Howard along the boards. They get it deep. Kings trying to force it out the boards, but Howard comes out with the puck. Howard now cutting in front. He gets a backhand, but the Kings goalie freezes it for another whistle. It is a real barn burner of a game here, with the score 2-2 in the second period. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left. We've got Trivers and Corbett on with Marshall, Howitt, and Carter. Referee lining them up. Howitt looking for the back to Carter. Corbett with the quick shot. That's on net. Marshall is there. He couldn't quite get it up over the pad. Nice save by the Kings goalie. Corbett in there now. That's hit past him. Trivers now skating back for it. Trivers with the puck, circling behind his own net. And he'll put it up the boards to Marshall. Over to Howitt. And that one's cleared back in. Here's Corbett with the puck. Corbett up the boards to Carter. Carter now. Checked up the line. Carter with the puck still. Carrying it in, getting it deep. He fires it along the boards. Trivers jumping in now to get that puck. He keeps it in. And the Kings coming out. The Kings with the shot. Lowe clears that one to the corner. Great control of the puck. And they're battling inside. Here comes Kings center it, but Marshall's there. Marshall working it up here. Over to Fraser. Fraser skating it in. Fraser now looking to go to the net. He got a weak backhand on there, and the Kings goalie was there. The Matrix are hustling well here in the second period. There's the score 2-2. Matrix looking for their first regular season win of the season. Fraser now taking the draw. Fraser, Kings win that one. It's back in. Fraser battling with McEwen. And that's up the side. McEwen on him though. And we've got Martin as well at the side, keeping it in. That's just out. And here comes number 6 for the Kings, trying to get past Vermont and Martin. Vermont has it up the boards to McEwen. McEwen kicks it out. Stopped. And that's deep in the end. Here's Vermont back to get it. Vermont now looking, and he puts it around the boards over to Surratt. Surratt puts that up. Oh, the Kings keep it in. They're battling along the boards. Here's Vermont with the puck again. He puts that behind the net over to Martin. Martin now looking over to McEwen. That's shipped out. Back to Martin. Martin off the boards to McEwen. McEwen, he's got that one. He's carrying it in. He's going to the net now, and he's hauled down. That will be a tripping penalty to the Kings County Kings. And the Matrix go to their third power play of the game. So we'll see if the Matrix can work it around and get some good quality chances and perhaps a goal on this third power play opportunity. I'm sure Coach Tyson Kelly would love to see them score a power play goal. And Coach Sidney McEwen of the Kings would like to see his penalty kill unit come up on top. There's Toombs now with the draw back to Corbett, over to Trivers. Trivers now with a shot, and that was just deflected. Nice save by the Kings goalie off his blocker. Carter and Toombs and Howard were right there looking to pounce on any rebound. Toombs looking to win the draw on this power play for the Matrix. And the Kings win the draw back into the corner. And there's McDonald. Corbett keeps it in. Pass to Trivers. Trivers a shot onto Carter's stick. Just deflected wide. McDonald trying to work it around deep. He puts it back behind the net. Here comes Trivers pinching in now. Back over to Toombs. That's out front. McDonald tried to put that one in. Here's Toombs now. Toombs working it in. Here's Toombs behind the net. Out to McDonald. He couldn't go to handle that. Trivers in off defense trying to keep that one in. And they do. Corbett now to Trivers. Trivers to McDonald. McDonald with a move. Couldn't quite get a shot off. He was hooked off the puck. And that will be another penalty to the Kings. That will mean we've got a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Matrix coming up here. With 16.5 seconds left in the second period. And we've got a minute left in the first penalty, 2 minutes in the second. So there'll be a full minute of 5-on-3 hockey extending into the third period. Howard wins the draw. Tried to get a shot, deflected off a skate. Howard battling behind the net. Over to James on defense. James trying to put it down to Howard. Back to James. James with the shot. That was wide. 2 seconds left. And the clock will be stopped with 0.2 seconds left. Fraser puts that one at the net. It trickles wide. That will end the second period of play. So the third period will start with I believe we zoom in on the clock, you can see there's 45 seconds left in the first period. Number 15 of the Kings. A minute 44 left. The second penalty to number 14 as we start the third period. So 15 minutes on the clock as we get starting the third period. Score tied at 2. Mid-Isle Matrix versus the Kings County Kings. There's Fraser with the puck. He makes no mistake getting that deep. You can hear the coaches yelling, set it up, set it up. Howitt now. He's got it behind the net. And this 5-on-3 back to James. James with the shot. That's directed to the corner. Howitt battling with it. He gets it. And here's Howitt and Fraser battling for the puck. And that's back behind the net. And there comes Phillips with the wraparound goal. Really nice goal by Ben Phillips to jump in there off of the defense, get the puck, and wrap it around on that 5-on-3 power play. And the Matrix with their first power play goal of the game to go up 3-2 here in the third period. Five-on-3 power play. Now, of course, it'll still be 5-on-4. here for the next minute or so. Surratt forechecking back to Vermont. Vermont and across over to Martin. Martin now looking to bring it up to Toombs. Toombs up to Surratt. Surratt streaking in. And another penalty to the Kings as the Kings player dives and takes out the feet of Surratt as he was streaking at the net. So we've got the Matrix back to another 5-on-3 power play, looking to score their second power play goal of the game. We've got Vermont and Martin with Surratt, Toombs, and McEwen up front on this 5-on-3 power play. Toombs looking to win the draw and gain control in the Kings County zone. Toombs over to Surratt. Surratt back to Vermont. Vermont puts that in, and that's deflected up into the net. And the referees are doing a pretty good job, I would say, this game. It's nice to have dedicated referees, and I want to thank them for all their work. That one's back to Martin now, skating back. Martin counting on that pass. McEwen right here coming out with the puck. McEwen gaining the line. McEwen stopping now, setting it up over to Toombs. Toombs back to Surratt. Oh, off of Toombs' stick, off of McEwen, just wide of the open net. Martin with the shot. Here we go. There's Vermont looking to control that puck. He passes it back to Martin right across. Martin now with the big slapper. That's blocked by the Kings. And the coach is yelling to set it up. The Kings clear the zone. Toombs back now with the puck. Over to Vermont. Vermont over to Martin. Martin now, he's carrying it in. Martin now. And there's an offside called on the play. Just offside. And here on this power play for the Matrix, it's now 5-on-4. And we've got Corbett and Trivers coming out with Howitt, McDonald, and Carter to finish off. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in this power play. That one's put back between Corbett and Trivers by Howitt. Corbett chasing that one down. Corbett around behind the net, up the boards from McDonald. McDonald off his stick. And looks like that will be an icing. Not exactly what the Matrix wanted to do here on their power play. Don't want to ice the puck. So they're going to work on a breakout here. Howitt going to take the draw. He's talking to Corbett, giving him some instructions. Howitt wins it to Corbett. Corbett now up to McDonald, just off his stick. Corbett now to Howitt against the big bullpup. There we go. We've got Corbett and Howitt. Now Howitt comes out with the puck. Howitt now looking to pass it. Howitt skating it into the zone. Skating the zone. He's going to carry it in, set it up. He tried to go up high on the goaltender, but got it on the back of the net. And the referee will whistle that one down as the puck sits on the back of the Kings net. 17 seconds left in the penalty to the Kings number 11. And 12 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third period. Score, Matrix 3, Kings 2. Here in Kensington at the Credit Union Center. Fraser taking the draw off the Toombs. Toombs gets that one to Marshall. Marshall getting it deep. Kings clear that one. Over to Phillips. Phillips now up to Toombs. Toombs away across, looking for Marshall. Marshall in there deep. And that's up the boards. Kings cleared out. Up to James. That's off his stick. Phillips is there. Phillips now up the boards to Toombs. Toombs with the puck. Up to Fraser. Just bounced off him. Here's Kings back again. Kings trying to clear it. Phillips keeps that one in. Puts it down deep into the Kings end. Toombs keeps that one in. Over to Fraser. Fraser over to Toombs. Toombs knocks that one down. Here comes James. Gets that one deep. Over to Fraser. Fraser back to Marshall. And that one goes on net. And the Kings goalie holds on. Here with 11 minutes, 34 seconds left in the third period. Howitt will take the draw with McEwen and Surratt on his wings. Vermont and Martin. That's back to Martin, just out of his reach. And it is a foot race. Doyle winning the race for the Kings. But Vermont was there to stop him from getting a good shot on that. And Clough covers the puck. Howitt clearing out the Kings players from front of the net. Face off to the right of Jack Clough, standing tall in nets tonight. Howitt looking to win the draw. Howitt to the side. Kings keep it in. Kings with the long shot. That one was deflected. But Clough is on top of it. Raising the puck for another face-off to his right. That was a dangerous shot. It was high, it was deflected. But Clough was there. Freeze the puck. Howitt to Vermont. Vermont up the boards to McEwen. McEwen now, he gets that out. And here comes McEwen streaking up the right-hand side. He was just checked, but Martin keeps it in. Over to Howitt now. Howitt gets it deep, but Bull Pitt skating around behind the net. He puts it around the side. Kings County coming out with it now. Over to Bull Pitt. Stopped by Martin. Martin keeps it in. He's skating after it. He chips it in further. Kings trying to get it out now, and they do. Up to Fraser. Fraser dumps it down. Here's Fraser, forechecking. And that's over to McEwen. McEwen with it now. McEwen looking for Carter in front. Didn't get through. Oh, a shot by Martin. Just wide. McEwen up the boards. There's Vermont trying to keep it deep. Kings clear it down the ice. That will be an icing call. Here's 3-2 for the Matrix. 10 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third period. Once again, want to thank our sponsor, Keno Fuels, here with the U13AAA hockey, and that's Corbett. Over to Trivers, and Trivers is battling in there along the boards. Here comes the Kings back out. Clough with a nice glove save. I'm not sure what happened down at the other end, but I heard that the Kings fans weren't too happy. Trivers was battling hard along the boards. And Fraser with the puck, carrying it out here, using his speed, getting it deep. He's checked by the Kings, out of the zone. That's Carter now, passing it back to Corbett. Corbett now with the puck, over to Trivers. Chipped it up to Carter. That's off the good bounce off the referee for the Matrix. There's Carter in, looking to get in deep. Carter forechecking well. Carter now looking to get it back. Here comes the Kings out with it. Trivers tries to keep it in. Kings County gets it deep into the Matrix end. Corbett up the boards to McDonald. McDonald tries to put it up, but the Kings keep it in. Howitt now battling. Howitt with the puck. He puts it high off the glass. He kicks it forward. Forechecking now. Oh, and he's right on the Kings player. Oh, it took a little tumble. Good forechecking though by Cruz Howitt. Corbett turns him back. Kings County coming out. Chipping it in, going for a change. Corbett now with the puck deep in the matrix end. Corbett now carrying it out up to Toombs. Toombs now up to Marshall. Marshall carrying it in. Marshall looking to get it deep. Bull Pit now puts it out past Trivers. Howard chasing him down. Toombs over to James. James back to Toombs. Here comes Toombs with the puck. Toombs looking to carry it in. He does. He's carrying it deep. Looking to go to the net with the backhand. He gets it behind. Back to Marshall. Marshall trying to get it back to Phillips. That was intercepted. There's Howard with the puck. He puts it down the boards. Phillips keeping it in. That one's batted out of the end. Gardner carrying it in for the Kings. Toombs checks him. Phillips behind the net. James tips that around. Fraser now. He's looking to get it out. Up to, sorry, that was Marshall. Up to Fraser. Fraser up to Toombs. Toombs with the puck now. With a nice inside out move. Over into the corner for Surratt. Surratt now back to Fraser. Fraser puts it in front. The puck was sitting there, but the Kings goalie freezes it for the faceoff. Martin in a run out there with Surratt, McEwen, and Fraser. And here we have Kings County carrying it out. It's off to the side. Vermont is on him though. Vermont up the boards. Vermont over Surratt. They're battling for it. Vermont. Fraser. Fraser now. Gets it up. McEwen fighting for it. Kings County with the puck now. They flip it out. But here comes Vermont. He gets it deep in the Kings' end. Kings now along the boards. Looking to break it out. McEwen's on that one though. McEwen trying to get it deep. That's intercepted by the Kings. Here comes McEwen again. McEwen now trying to get the shot through. Surratt was there, but it didn't quite make it. There's McEwen stopping it along the side. Surratt now with the puck. Surratt putting it in front. That one just tipped wide away from Howard. Howard now circling back over to McEwen. McEwen circles back around the net. Looking for the wraparound, but the Kings goaltender is there to cover the puck. Face-off now. Howard taking the face-off with McDonald and Carter on his wing, with Trivers and Corbett on defense. Howard wins it back to Corbett. Corbett with a quick shot. Rebound out there. Carter couldn't quite get a hold of it. Trivers now keeping it in. And down low to Corbett now. Corbett battling. Here comes the Kings out with it. Putting it wide. Corbett checking him. Kings in front now. Close. Oh, covers it. And we've got Marshall, Toombs, and Fraser changing up the forward line. Fraser looking to win the draw. Looks like probably the Corbett if he can. Gets it over there. Kings with a weak shot on net. So we'll freeze that. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third period. Score 3-2 for the Matrix over the Kings. And the Kings have hit at least 3 posts that I've seen. And there was one of those goals on a 5-on-3 power play. So it's been a close game all the way. Here's Toombs with the puck, streaking up the side. Toombs now in deep. And he's, oh no, Toombs is down in the corner. He crashed in hard onto the boards there. He's getting up though. I think he's all right. Hopefully just knocked the wind out of himself. Yeah, here's Toombs skating back to the bench. Round of applause from the fans. McDonald coming out. Surratt, Fraser, and McDonald. They're moving the face-off outside the Kings zone. And that one's forward. Marshall, forechecking. Fraser with that one, keeping it in. King trying to get it out. Rivers keeps that one in. Right down in front. Marshall with a good chance. Here's Rivers beside the net. Trying to put that one out front. Rivers now back behind that. Rivers looking. Back to Corbett. Over to Fraser. That's poked up. Corbett putting it deep. Rivers recognizes the change. Kings now putting that one forward. We've got Morrison and Bullpit coming in on a 2-on-1 on Phillips. And Morrison ties the game. 3-3. That's a 3-3 game here with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third period. On a 2-on-1 goal by Morrison. That'll put it. There's James now, staring him down. That one's wide in the net. Phillips on him. Here comes Howitt. Howitt now carrying the puck up the boards. Puts it by him. Howitt still with the puck. He's with McEwen and Surratt. He tried to find McEwen. That's intercepted. Coming back down the ice. Here come the Kings. Shot wide in the net. James has that in the corner now. James moves that one up to Surratt. Surratt up to James. James puck knocked off his stick. Over to Surratt. Good pass up there by James. Surratt looking to get it deep, and he's battling along the boards now. Howitt in there to help him. Kings now with the puck coming out of the zone. McEwen back checking, bugging him. Phillips looking to shot him. Shot on net. Saved by Clough with the pad. McEwen up the boards now. He just loses the puck. Good shot by the Kings from the hash marks or so, and Clough handles that. Face off to the left of Clough. Score tied at 3 in the third period. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left. Fraser looking to win that one. Vermont was trying to clear that, but Clough froze it on the side of the net. Fraser looking to win the draw. That's back behind the net. Here comes Martin. Martin now up the boards. That was stolen by the Kings. Vermont was in front to intercept that though. Vermont now trying to put it off. But that one was intercepted by the Kings. The Kings pressing hard here. Vermont up to Toombs. Toombs up to Carter. Carter just pokes it by. Carter now breaking in with Toombs. He fires it. The rebound into Toombs' skates. Couldn't quite handle it. Here comes Bullpit. Fraser on him though. Not stopped by Vermont. Toombs now trying to get that one down. Over to Carter. Carter now with the puck. Carter trying to kick that. Here's Martin now. He's working up the boards to Carter. That one's back to Bullpit. He works it back around. That's up the boards to Corbett. Corbett now working it in. Kings County blasts it down. That will be icing. Good eye by Clough to let that one go by his man. Score 3-3 with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third period. We've got Corbett and Trivers on with Marshall, McDonald, and Howitt up front. Howitt wins the draw back to Corbett. Corbett, big shot, tipped by Marshall. Trivers in deep. He puts it around back. That's out in front of the net. But that's handled by the Kings. Kings trying to work it up the board. Here's McDonald. McDonald looking to work it up. Howitt now with the puck. Trying to go through 3 players. And he almost does it too. Forechecking now. There's Marshall. Forechecking. Howitt in there. It's Marshall. That's deep. Kings with the puck now. Kings now up the boards, over to McDonald. McDonald over to Howitt, just by him, but he's forechecking, and that one's off of the Kings bench, and it will be whistled down. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third period. Score 3-3. And we will change up with Phillips and James on defense, and Fraser, Surratt, and McEwen up front. Phillips with a really nice wraparound goal earlier in the game on the power play. Fraser looking to win the draw. Over to McEwen. McEwen with the puck. He's trying to switch to the forehand. Checked by the Kings. The Kings coming out with him now. That's a pass up to Gardner, but that's intercepted. Kings now. There's James back behind the net. James up, trying to go up the boards. Kings pushing hard. That's to Surratt. Surratt out to James. James going wide. He goes over across to Phillips now. Phillips carrying the puck in. Phillips going deep. He puts that in deep. That's handled easily by the goaltender. Kings looking to break out. Here comes the Kings. Oh, James stops him at the line. Oh, but lost the puck, and the puck's out. Here's Phillips now to McEwen. McEwen going deep. 1:35 left in this game. Here's Fraser. Fraser now carrying it in front with a big shot. That one was deflected wide. Here comes the Kings back. McEwen back checking hard. James forcing him to the side. Phillips on him. Clow with a nice save redirected to the corner. Surratt now flips that one up to McEwen. Couldn't quite get it by him. Surratt will change now as Malcolm James circles back. He's looking for Howitt to Carter. Back to Howitt. Howitt now trying to carry it in. He's stopped. Phillips now with the puck. Phillips carrying it deep. Phillips now in deep. And he's looking to pass it. They're battling in there hard. Howitt up. That's in the corner to Carter. Carter back in behind the net. Toombs. That's just by Toombs. Here comes the Kings now in the corner. They're trying to freeze it in there. And they do. That will be a whistle with 33.8 seconds left here in the third period. Inside the Kings zone. 33.8 seconds left. Matrix will be looking to win this draw and either set it up or get some quick shots on net, see if they can win this game. They win the draw. Back to Martin. That's just past his feet. Martin now recovers. Over to Toombs, over to Howitt. Howitt now slided over to Carter, just past him. Carter in forechecking. He gets the puck, gets it deep. There's Howitt now on him. And a whistle will blow with 14.1 seconds left in the third period. Another face-off in the Kings zone. Here comes Fraser in now. Ray Carter's going off. Cohen Fraser coming on to take the draw. Martin and Vermont ready on defense. Toombs in front. Kings win the draw. Howitt in there. He wins the puck back. Howitt now going the outs out in front. Just wide of the net. Here comes the Kings. This is Bullpit winding up. Martin's on him. And they run out of time. Final score, 3-3. Here with Matrix versus Kings at Credit Union Center. A hard-fought game all the way along. In my opinion, I'd say that this league is going to be tight all the way through. And Cole played a good games in net. There were at least 3 posts. The posts were his best friend tonight, I tell you. Anyhow, thank you for watching. And thanks once again to our sponsors. And of course, that would be the Pino's Fuels, as well as Bulk Carriers, Castle Spring Valley Building Center, Robin's Donuts, and here with the U13AAA Matrix, Aspire Physio and Wellness, who are helping out with our jackets. So thank you again. Have a great evening, See you next time.